Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make these jammy dodger brownies. Let's begin. To get started on the recipe, you'll want to go ahead and grab yourself a mixing bowl, and into the mixing bowl make sure it's heat proof. Place in your butter and melt in the microwave until it's melted. Give it a quick whisk just to incorporate those little bits that may not have been fully melted. Then add in the cocoa powder and mix this in until it's fully incorporated. You're looking for the mixture to become smoother and glossier. It should become one solid colour, which is quite dark brown, something similar to this. Once you've achieved this, you can stop mixing and add in the sugar, and then mix this in until it's fully incorporated. This will change the consistency and it will make it more granular. That is completely normal and what you're looking for at this stage, but just keep whisking until it's fully incorporated. Then go ahead and add in your eggs and vanilla extract, and then whisk until they have been fully incorporated. Again, this does change the consistency and makes it more liquid, but makes it smoother and glossier. Then go ahead and give the bowl a scraping down, and this just to incorporate any of those bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on, but since you're doing it by hand it should be pretty easy to keep it all incorporated. Then add in your flour and your chocolate chips and fold these in until they are fully incorporated into the batter. You should have a brownie batter that looks somewhat similar to this. Then transfer that into your baking pan, which has been lined with some parchment paper. Spread and level it out as best as you possibly need to. You don't need to do too much as it's quite a liquid mix and it'll just fall into place anyway. Then you can go ahead and take some raspberry jam which has been warmed up slightly and place dollops on top of your brownie batter, and also just in between I like to add a little bit of chocolate spread. Again, this is completely optional. Then take a butter knife and just swirl it all around until you have a pretty pattern or you're happy with it. You can't really see it at first, but once it's baked and you can taste it, oh my gosh, the raspberry just cuts through the dark chocolate wonderfully. Then finally you can go ahead and take some jammy dodgers and place these on top of the brownie. I'm doing one per portion, but feel free to use more or less. It really depends on you and how many you want to use. But I put these on before I bake, but you can place them on after. It's just easier to do beforehand. Bake it off. All that information will be in the blog post, which will be linked down below. And the following day, once the brownies were cooled and had some time in the fridge and they later become a bit dense, this is where the magic works, because if you leave a brownie in the fridge, it just helps it become more dense, and oh my gosh, it just tastes so good. Then you can go ahead and cut into as many or as few pieces as you would like. As I mentioned earlier, I make in 9 portions, so I cut mine into 9, but feel free to cut yours into more or less. That's really up to you. And here is what my brownies look like, and yours should look somewhat similar. Feel free to use a seedless jam if you'd like, but I like the texture the seeds add. And here you are, you got a dense chocolate brownie. What's not to love? So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. There'll be links to this recipe and links to my blog and links to all my social medias. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.